The champ, John Jones, stays the champ. Beats Thiago Santos, UFC 239. Let's get it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more fighting. Yeah. I got to give it up for UFC tonight. ESPN Plus pay-per-view. I told y'all I'm an affiliate. Link in the description if you ever want to sign up. It helps the channel. It's in the description of all my videos. I'm Walt Disney Ego. Now, UFC 239 was very enjoyable. I mean, the fighters were dropping like flies on tonight's card. I did the post-fight, the most, I guess, shocking. I don't really get shocked from fighting sports anymore, but the most shocking, I guess, to the masses would be Jorge Masvidal in a 5-second flying knee, the knee of death, as they're calling it on Wikipedia, knocking out Ben Askren. The two have had bad blood. You've seen at the weigh-in a little bit of it spilled over. And Masvidal, you know, he got braided back and did his talking in the octagon, and it was vicious. I want to wish that Ben Askren, you know, wish him health. Between that and the Robbie Lawler fight, it's going to be a hard bounce back. It's like this UFC shit. It's tough, you know, and Masvidal hopefully gets a title shot. He's worked for it. Darren Till's a big dude, and he leveled him, knocked him out, and then a 5-second knockout. You know, I'm sure he got a win bonus, but he deserves a title shot. Veteran, been around since the backyard brawls with the, you know, the Kimbo Slices. Rest in peace to Kimbo Slice. You know, Kimbo Slices, the nicest. And Amanda Nunes, she also deserves a lot of props. She ran through a division, the women's bantamweight division. Everyone that was a champion, she took apart. Valentina, Chris Cyborg got knocked out. Holly Holm just got knocked out today, UFC 239. And the crazy thing about, I said in my post fight, I did post fights for all this, but the crazy thing about Amanda Nunes' knockout, she beat Holly Holm at her own game. So it's like she's getting better and better, and she's, you know, just adding on to her already existing arsenal. Shout out to Brazil. You know, she beat Holly Holm. She Holly Holmed Holly Holm. This is what Holly Holm has done in the past, used her stand-up game and her boxing background along with her high kicks and stuff to dismantle females like Ronda Rousey. And that's what set everything up for Amanda Nunes. You know, she got rocked by a head kick and out of position, fell to the mat, and ref was like, nah. But shout out to Amanda Nunes. She definitely deserves a lot of respect. Hopefully they give her the same. I know they probably won't, but, you know, the Ronda Rousey treatment. When Ronda Rousey was on top, you know, a Caucasian female that everyone was like, oh, yeah, you know, she's the best. And, you know, she's the Terminator and she's the best woman's fighter. Hopefully Amanda Nunes, she's proving it. She's out here proving it. You know, have movement. So hopefully they give her just due credit. Main event, John Jones versus Thiago Santos. Now, I hate some of the fans. Like, some of the fans was booing at the end, and I don't like to spend too much time on the negative bullshit. But fans were booing because what you got on the rest of the card were like explosive, crazy, you know, knockouts and shockers for some people. Me, I don't even understand why Jorge Masvidal was this huge underdog and all that stuff. I thought he had a good chance, especially with the momentum. If you look at the Robbie Lawler fight, Ben Askren, you know, he kind of got saved in that. You know, Lawler is a person who, you know, lost to Tyron Woodley, and, you know, people didn't know where he was at. And Lawler held a good account of himself in the Askren fight. And, you know, Askren was getting kind of beat up in that fight, you know, before he was able to turn it around. So that, plus coupled with the fact that the veteran experience from Jorge and really the performance he's coming off and his confidence he's been exuding lately, yeah, I thought he had a good chance to win. So whoever bet on him made some money. But, you know, people were kind of spoiled by those fights and those matches to the point where they disrespected this. I thought the main event still fell in line, and it was a great card. UFC 239, I've seen some cards, and I'm like, what the fuck? You know, but this was a dope card. I like this. I'm looking forward to the Khabib Nurmagomedov Dustin Poirier fight. Dustin Poirier, you know, he's definitely earned it out the mud. His Holloway, he was stinging him, bro. So UFC. Since they partnered with ESPN, they got some cool shit. If you want to sign up to ESPN Plus, I am an affiliate. Link is in the description. They got the Daniel Cormier detail show. Kobe Bryant has it for basketball. They did it for the UFC too. It's dope, and they kind of break down the psyche and the mind from a fighter. But anyway, main event, people were kind of spoiled and thinking that this was a very good fight. It wasn't the same, motherfuckers jumping up and like some liking shit, some Yoel Romero flying knee kicks and shit like that. But it was a good, well-paced tactical fight, I thought. Jon Jones was in it. He was in there with somebody who wasn't coming to lie down. First round I gave to Thiago Santos. The second round, very close, but you could edge it to Thiago as well. He had some beautiful kicks in here. He has beautiful kicks. The thing that I like about a fight like this is it was a measure of, it was like not just brawn, but it was like brawn. It was like to think through it. I don't know if I'm not gonna say underestimate, but I don't know if he expected Santos to be as talented as he was. The thing I like about a fight like this is we know the Brazilian Santos packs a punch, and he was dangerous at close quarters. So Jon Jones, people thought the Gustafsson fight, the last fight, was going to be tough because the first time it was tough, and then Jon Jones, that was easy work. But this was a good fight because I felt there was an element of danger as long as this lasted. I thought it was an element of danger because the inside kicks were, I'm from the Bay, so we do the thiz face. The inside kicks from Santos was like butter. That was like real good. His kick, it was like the first round was like a kickoff. That's what they were both like destroying each other. Jon Jones did win via split decision. I gave it to him because Santos slowly was getting broken down, not to a degree where he was just getting destroyed. He was still dangerous, as I said. So it was just enough of the right ingredients that I thought this was a fun fight. The reason I gave it to Jones is rounds 3, 4, and 5 was pretty close, but he had a better volume. I think he kind of controlled the ring generalship. It was a close fight. I don't know what people thought, but he outlanded in strikes and stuff. He had to take a measured approach. I'm telling you, Santos was dangerous. And the thing is, it looked like in the second, maybe third round, Thiago Santos had done something to injure his leg. But the crazy thing about it, the trip about it, is this: Santos was a live dog, and like the commentators couldn't even figure it out. They're like, is he hurt or not? Because he was throwing with bad intention. He was fighting like he wasn't hurt. So whether he was definitely hurt, because you seen it as the fight progressed. You seen his leg kind of buckle, or he would just like move back and hobble a little bit. You could see that there was some type of stability issue. They were kind of deciphering if it was a pre-existing injury. I don't know. Maybe the UFC didn't want to have to pay for it. If it happened in competition, they're like, oh yeah, he came into the cage with this. I don't know. But I like fights like this because it shows Jon Jones his patience. Another reason I gave Jon Jones the fight is he kept in the heat of battle, because again, this is a dangerous opponent with strikes and beautiful kicks, and also wounded. I don't know. I didn't even listen to because I jumped on here and started doing my post fight. So I don't know what the fuck was wrong with his knee or leg or ACL or whatever, but it was definitely something. So I don't know what he said post fight, if he revealed it. But the thing I like about it is he was in there with almost a wounded animal, and he was super dangerous, especially for that reason, because it's just like a wounded dog. If a dog gets like its foot ran over, and it's like scared and runs in the alley, and then people are trying to come rescue the dog and take it to the vet and put it in the cage, it don't know what's happening. It's like halfway groggy, the leg is wounded. So that's going to be a dangerous dog. You try to back him out into an alley, he don't know what the fuck just happened. He just got hit by a car, so he doesn't know who to trust and that type of thing. So you might get bit in the process unless you handle the situation accurately. And I think whatever was wrong with Santos's leg made him actually more of a danger, because he's probably trying to get off of his leg. So in close quarters, he was like kind of skittish, and and releasing some shots, and he had that fight or flight type of mentality, made him dangerous. With his punching power, definitely made him dangerous. So very durable. Loads of respect to Santos for his performance. I definitely gonna watch him again. Jon Jones, he's just another level in terms of experience and composure. Because even under this, Jon Jones ate some pretty big strikes and big punches and shit. Bow, bow. And you never really seen. He has an immense poker face. It shows you the seasoning that Jon Jones has, and that's probably, you know, what was most compelling and impressive to me is the patience and the level of experience. And I like Jon Jones's defense. Like, he was like checking some of the kicks and backing up, and you know, some of it was just whizzing by him and barely missing. They did it to each other, but you know, Jon Jones being the taller person and a taller target, that was impressive to me, that he was able to, you know, get out the way of certain strikes and kicks and stuff. He did catch some. His inside of his thigh was like busted up, and when they went to announce the judges scorecard, you could see him hobble a little bit, but he, you know, the adrenaline was going. He was switched on. Jon Jones was switched on, and he was ready for war. And I think his composure and his ability to remain calm in that situation, because again, Santos was not coming to lie down. So I was very impressed with both fighters, you know, the durability and the tenacity of Thiago, and what he did against that level of competition. We all know Jon Jones is beast. You know, he was in there. People thought it was a massive blowout type of fight. I don't know what people thought, you know, with Jorge Masvidal and Nunes and Thiago Santos, but it was a very good card. I got what I was looking for. I got my money's worth and shit like that. Santos, very good on him. Again, I don't really know what was said post-fight, but he did his thing. But Jon Jones, he's just stayed composed. He landed like his best round. Who was in the fourth round or the third round. He had Santos back against the cage, and he started unloading a bit. And I couldn't tell if Jon Jones was kind of carrying Santos or he was just weary because of his leg, because it was apparent his leg. And I was wondering, like, why doesn't Jon Jones try to take him down right now? You know, but I think it's just that wounded animal fight or flight. Jon Jones just knew he had to be switched on and like tunnel vision, because this dude was dangerous, and he was like, you know, throwing crazy kicks, and you know, he has the power to hurt anybody at light heavy, and he was fighting like it, you know, and he was going for broke. So I don't know why the fuck the crowd was booing. That was some weak ass shit. Don't care if it's rigged. Jon Jones is undisputed GOAT. Jon Jones is a GOAT, and no other fighter is even close to him. See, okay, that's dope. That's dope that people are giving okay, Santos robbed. Yeah, I mean, people do too much. Santos run 1, 2, and 5. Man, 2 and 5 were both close. So Santos robbed. Okay, so people are hating. 3-2 Santos. Jones didn't want to fight. Nah, see, that a lot of people just want this rock'em sock'em robot shit. Nah, I think see, people hating now. Fight was trash. Yeah, people hating. Santos was right. It was a good tactical strategic. See, I gotta get off this shit because I don't like a bunch of dumb shit. It's a good strategic tactical fight, and you know, all the boos and shit, you get in there and fight Santos, then you know, he's a dangerous foe. But Jon Jones had a measured approach. He had to pick his shots, you know, pick and prod and pot shot. You know, he was trying to control the range, and he did that. His ring generalship was better. You know, people are going to say, oh, but Santos was a wounded animal, or his leg was messed up, he should have knocked him out. But it's not that easy, because Santos had cuts, his scalp was bleeding and all tight. He knocked out Jon Jones's mouthpiece in a flurry. So, you know, he wasn't coming to lie down. Plus, he knew he had an injury, and this was his opportunity to damn, they said Jon Jones survives. Hey, they hating. They knew it was his opportunity to shine. So I thought it was a strategic fight, and I thought it was some fights are going to be like that. Like, if it was a lesser fighter with less attributes than Santiago, then he probably would have got fucked up, because Jon Jones looked extremely calm on the walkout. He was like, woo! And he was like, he crawled into the octagon, and you know, he was doing yoga and stretching and shit. So it looked like a very focused Jon Jones. And he even said, yeah, I apologize. People are booing me post fight and stuff like that, but this guy's tough. He's durable, you know. John Jones deserves his prop. Look, he ate some strikes from a power puncher and kept coming forward. That's the other thing. People got to give credit, bro. People got to give credit. This man kept coming forward the whole time. And this dude was a live ass dog, bro. And he still kept coming forward. He just had a presence and kept, figuring it out. I was impressed with it. Not everything's going to be Jorge Masvidal versus Ben Askren. I mean, that didn't even get a chance to open up until it got to a fight, because Askren just got leveled from off rip, off rip. So it didn't even cook up into nothing. So, this was a very mature performance by John Jones. And I like Santos. I'm tripping. I need something to eat. Well, that's my cue. UFC 239. Very, very good card. Congrats to the winners. Jorge Masvidal, Amanda Nunes, and John Jones, and basically the co-features and the main attraction. I had a good time with this card. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts. Where do you rank John Jones? Who do you want to see him fight next? You want to see Daniel Cormier? Brock Lesnar said he's retiring. You want to see the Cormier 3? What y'all want to see? Drop it in the comment section. We working. If you're new, consider subscribing as well. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.